Hello, I'm Chief Constable Kier Pritchard from Wiltshire Police. Yesterday evening, Thursday the 16th of April, we heard from Dominic Raab that the decision of the government is to extend the restrictions upon us all by a further 3 weeks. We know the government are being advised by both the Chief Medical Officer and the Chief Scientific Officer, and therefore are being provided with the most up-to-date evidence base to inform their decision making. So whilst I recognise that this is likely to create anxiety and some concern for you or for members of your household, it's absolutely fundamental that we continue to follow the guidelines and the advice and the rules that have been set out to the letter. It's vital for us to avoid the spread of the virus, to protect the NHS, and of course to save life. We need to continue to do this to avoid the second wave and to avoid members of our families, members of our loved ones, from prematurely losing their life. It is as important as that. I know I can call upon your support locally here in Wiltshire and Swindon to follow the rules, so thank you. I also want to thank people locally for stepping forward to help us to provide essential personal protective equipment to our frontline officers, frontline staff, and those also working within our partnership agencies. We put a call out for action, and we've had local people and businesses step forward with gloves, with hand sanitizer and with aprons, such that we've been able to now provide this vital equipment to those operating in the front line within our community who are there to protect you. So thank you very much. We've also last night seen yet more examples of the clap for carers, and in Wiltshire Police it's something that we've really supported, and it's great to see our local community teams have some really positive initiatives. So we've seen cars, blue lights flashing, arrive at hospitals. We've seen local community policing teams running rainbow competitions, and the winner will receive their community policing team arriving into their street with blue lights flashing to support them in their clap for carers, and so on. It's just been fantastic. I've been absolutely inspired by the way that the community has come together through this period, and there's nothing more inspirational than the story of our lovable Captain Tom Moore, the 99-year-old war veteran who served in World War II in both India and Burma. Now, in this year, which is his 100th birthday year, we know that Captain Moore has walked the perimeter of his garden 100 times, raising money from 144 different countries, and has now raised a staggering £17 million. What a true legend and a true inspiration to all of us. Upon achieving the success, Captain Moore gave some wonderful words of advice to us all. He talked about the fact that the sun will shine again and the clouds will disappear. So let's just take some sort of solace from what he said. What a true inspiration. We also know, regrettably, that the home, whilst it's a sanctuary to many of us, can also be a place of danger. So it's really vital that we are able to reach out and protect some of the most vulnerable people who are living in our society. The home, we know, can be a risk for those who are facing and suffering the terrible consequences of domestic abuse and domestic violence. And we know that especially during this period of restriction, that can place even greater risk on people's lives. We don't want people to suffer in silence. We, of course, now have been supporting a national domestic abuse campaign. And locally here with our multi-agency partners, we're very, very confident that we have the right processes in place to enable people who may be suffering from such horrific consequences such as domestic abuse. So it's really important that you feel confident to be able to contact either a member of the police or one of our local agencies so that we can help you to avoid you suffering in silence. So if you want to speak, of course, there's the 101 and the 999 system. You can call Swindon Women's Aid on 01793 610 610. Of course, a local charity Splits on 01225 775 276, or of course there's also the National Domestic Abuse Helpline on 0808 2000 247. Hopefully those numbers are clear to you. All of that information is available on our website and through the social media platforms. Listen, thanks very much for everything that you're doing. Let's be proud of how we get through this. Let's reflect back on what the Queen said to us. We'll look back on this generation in years to come and be proud about how we came through it. So I ask you to make sure that you follow the rules today. You follow the restrictions that are outlined on us. We're all playing our part. We're safeguarding the country. Thank you very much.